Good afternoon, guys. Welcome to today's live class. So, I said earlier I won't do this, but let's see. Let's do some things. I tried to put everybody on mute. So once you're getting to the meeting, you'll be on mute. And try not to unmute yourself while we are working. I'm recording the video for people that will not be around during the time of this video. So you have to choose some designs that I will likely take a look at. I was to choose one. So I've not made that choice now. Let me choose one. Okay. So which one should I go with? The easiest, I'm looking at the designs now. You have limited time, so I'll go with the one that will be okay. Okay, let me see how fast we can do. We can do one mobile screen and one mobile screen and maybe one web screen. I think it's only one web screen that was added here. So maybe we start with the web screen that Bruno Hello added. So I will make this file available too. So let me call it live session. If you can hear me, just say yes on the chat so I can know that I'm not talking to myself. Okay. So let's see. Although this color is hurting to the eye. I don't know why the person that did it like this. Well, let's replicate this. Let's see. Now as a designer, yes, the basics are very, very, very important. In fact, the basics is what will make it to stand the test of time. But you still have to know how to, first of all, copying designs is what you start with. So you have to know how to copy designs. So by copying the design, if you're not accustomed to the tools, you learn like that. So when you are copying designs, you try as much as possible to replicate exactly what you have on your screen. So that's what we'll be doing today. So I will learn how to replicate designs easily and fast, and how to still make use of most of the tools. There, some of you, I saw some of your designs, they were nice, they were awesome, but we still need to work on alignments and stuff. So although we'll still take a listen on that, but we'll talk about it later. So now, I will decide how to start. Now, what I did, I just created a frame, desktop frame. So let me rename this frame to Brain Baker, a bakery. So Brain Bakery. Now, you notice that there are two things here. There's the image that is behind, and there's another shape in front. So those are the background. So these two are joined together. So if you want to get that kind of feel, what you just do is, let's say, let me get this. This is for this particular image. Then I will copy this By copying it, I hold on Alt. You see that this will be double. If you hold Alt, this cursor will be double. Then I push it out. Now I have two shapes here. This one is for the image, and this one is for the shape that I'm going to create. Now there's a plugin called Unsplash plugin. So I have it already installed in my system. So if I go to plugins, I'll go to Unsplash. If you don't have it, you can get it. So I don't know whether I can see this exact image, but I'll use another image just for purpose of demonstration. So let me see man and woman. I think we'll make our own final. Let's use this lovebirds. Now you see what happened. Immediately it replaces the frame, the object that we had there. So now this is block, but we want to make it to the slant. So what you just do is, you have two ways to do it. You have this edit object here. If you click it, it turns into node. We also have, if you just click enter, it also turns into node. Now when you click on this node, you can use shift, you can use the arrow keys to move this particular shape to any direction you want it. Then we can still move this to this part. Now there's another plugin. I think I'll be releasing that video today on my own YouTube channel. You can check it out. There's a plugin called Image Palette plugin. Now we are going to use that plugin to get the colors that was used for this design. So look at the plugin, Image Palette plugin. Where are you? Okay, Image Palette, yeah. So once you click on it, it brings out all the whole colors that was used for this. Though I'm not a big fan of this color, but we are trying to replicate. So now you notice something, that this image has the same color feel. When I mean feel, I mean FEEL with this particular So there was an overlay on this. So what I usually do, you can actually create a shape on top and give it, but let's do that first. So let's create something on top. Let's try this. So move it to the back. Now you use, let's say, now because the original color is black and white, so it will be looking like, I used color bond, can use multiply so also to mimic that particular effect. So now look at how awesome it looks. You can also use, if you use this particular opacity, it won't look all nice. So that's why we are using opacity with the color bond or multiply. So it gives that feel. So we've gotten our backgrounds. We have these two. You group them and name them. Always name your layers. So let's say image. So let's say this is side background. So you group them together so that when your developer is working on it, the developer can easily pick this particular background. So let's call it Hero BG. So now we are practically done with the background. So let's do the navbar. So navbar is like this. Now, but there's no fill. So I'll short this fill out and but there is a stroke. So the stroke, I will short it on. So the stroke is around this color. Let me make it 2. And let me press enter. That enter will help me to, if you notice that this is not a straight line, so it's slanted a bit. So what I will do is I will click on this node and I'll use my arrow keys to slant this once. I'll use another arrow key to slant this like this there. So we are seeing that we are getting something like this right now. Now we won't get their logo, so let's call our own the love. Okay, let's say love galore. Now let me use these fonts. Okay, you can also use the exact font that they used. You can find their font. There are many plugins for you to find fonts. There are also many ways that you can find the font that was being used. I personally normally use Word the font, or if this is coming from a site that I know, I use this plugin. There's a plugin here. I use CSS Viewer to know the particular font that is being used on a particular site. So I will center it. Now, also, when doing alignment, this is the key to your alignment. All these things here must be used. You must learn how to use them. So while you are practicing, try learning how to use them to get whatever you want to get. Now, they have a follow here. So if I want to work, if I just press C, you will be noticing this will be changing. So don't be mistaken. I don't just click. Instead of going here, I'm already used to working. So if I just press T, I will just type. So follow, they are in all caps. And I'll reduce this to 18. You do well to study. You see why I said the color is hotting? It's just too bright. So I'll press L, the line tool will come. I'll hold the shift so that it will maintain that particular angle. And I'll change it to F, 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 F. So it's white. And I can change the stroke width to 2, right, to be more obvious. Now, if you've watched my last video tutorial, you will see that I use Iconify. So Iconify is where I get my icons, a plugin too. So you can also install it. That's actually the purpose of this, so that you can learn, you can see how I work and how fast I work and how you can implement it. So now there's Facebook. What other logo do we need? We need Instagram. So there's an Instagram logo. Let's pick this. Then we'll close this. So we've gotten an Instagram logo. We've gotten an Instagram logo. We've gotten a Facebook logo. Now, it was not in the frame. Make sure that anything you are working with is always in the frame. If it's not in the frame, that means when you're exporting, it will not show in your exports. So that's about that. Now also while working, always make sure that your contrast, like look at this is not showing properly. So I would not advise you to use this kind of, to design this kind of website in your real design. So this is, for me, is shitty design. Um, because of the contrast, actually, not the design itself. So the color is not contrasting properly. So you use something that can contrast easily and will not be painful to the eyes. So there are also two more here. There's I can't see what was written there. So let me say hello. Now there's also, let me show you this too. There's a material icon that I see, so I'll use that to get the phone. So I'll pull it back so that it will be in this frame. So now it's inside the frame. So I'll change the color to white. Now I'll get another plugin, menu. I'll get this plugin and get menu from it because I need the menu bar. Now, you may not mind about, now after that, see how you align. Now you select these two. These are the alignment tools. This is align horizontal. If you click this, they will come together, but you don't need it. You need vertical. So you align vertical. So both of them are in the same line. And also make sure that they are the same size. Always use 24 by 24 for your, mainly for is a material guideline. So now what you do is you try to center it. Now you notice that there are slashes here. So I'll create that slash with the line tool. It has an angle. So I'll change the color. I'll copy it, then I'll move it to this particular site. Let me change it to all caps and to look harmonious. Now this is looking bigger than this. So what I'll do is I'll move this, nudge this a little with my arrow keys. I'll nudge this a little with my arrow keys. It's still looking bigger. Nudge it. Then let me use this so that you understand. So instead of nudging this, you can use the align tools. Now there's an align tool here. It says tidy up. You can use this one to tidy up and center it. So it's a quicker way to center your work. So that's basically for this top part. Now, if you want to get this, remember, I'm not using the font that they use. You can find out the font that they use. So no more. I would like to write it differently. So let me use. Let me increase this. No more. Let me give this bolder. Boring. Let me remember, we are not using this thing, so let me use this. Now this and this are filled, while this is not filled. So we'll achieve that in a bit. So let me increase this to 50. Let me make it 60. Yeah. Okay, so these are, if you want to, let me see, okay, they're aligned. Now what I will do is I will shut off this fill, and I'll turn on this stroke. Now you see that it's having the feel of this. So that's basically what they did there. Turn off the fill and turn on the stroke. Now they also used there's a 1 here. So I'll press T and I'll get 01. Maybe they number the pages. So they use a color similar to this. So what I'll do, I'll just select the main color, then I'll push this, nudge this to appear. So it's easier to create color, to get colors like that. So that's how easily I get my colors. So I also see that I'll nudge this letter spacing to make it to come closer, though I'm not using the same font as they are. So I'll press the L to get the line underneath. Remember, I'm trying to copy exactly what they have. Then I'll get the same color. I'll just copy this color and paste it in the stroke that I have here. Then I'll give this an italic. So let's give it an italic. Let's group it together. Now, if I still don't, now there's a new feature in Figma that helps you to make buttons very nice. I think we'll end up doing only one of these because we have limited time. I don't want to make it very boring. So now yes, I know the color is the same. Let me reduce this first to 18. Now it is here, don't doubt it, it is here. So the read more is still there. So what I will do is I will select it. There's add auto layout. Yes, this add auto layout is magical. So once you select it, it gives it padding. See it gives it padding left and right, top and bottom. So the vertical padding and the horizontal padding. So what I will do is I'll give it a fill. Then I'll give it a fill. Then I will increase the padding top and bottom. I'll increase the padding left and right. And this is still oblique. I'll change it to medium. Now give this so I to space out more. So it's now looking legible enough. As I know, I said I'll copy this, this symbol. So now see how I aligned this. It was like this. So don't try to use your eye to align. If you just click on the next one that you want to align it to, this is aligned to the left. Just click it, it aligns to the left. Now, another thing is this particular part. So we are making progress. At least no more boring lovers and no more boring lectures. So we move, we press R. R is the rectangle tool. You get this particular, you can choose to make this here, then move it into your design, anyone that you are comfortable with. Then you can just click here, it aligns to the right. Then you can pick the color by pressing I and pick the color from here. I don't know why the image palette did not bring out the color here. So you can pick the color. Now, how can we make this particular line? It's quite easy. You can make it by maxing the image, or there's another option that is called subtract. So you can use it to. So what I did now, I just copied this out. So, or even without copying it out, it should be part of it. So let me create this line. So if I want to create this line, what I'll do, I'll get a rectangle. I'll make the width to be 10. Then I'll tweet it 15. Somebody say he can't hear. If he can't hear me, please, can you hear me? If you can't hear me, say something, please. If you can hear me, just say yes so that I will know.
We can hear you.
We can hear you, Oga.
Okay. So the person that can't hear me is from his side. Now, what we'll do is we'll make sure that this cuts across this cuts across this. Then we'll duplicate it 1, 2. So I feel that this is 3 times, yes. So you select all, then you go to this place, you subtract. That's how easy it is to create. So you've created this particular design here. So what else? You get this icon. You can get the icon. You can create the icon by yourself. I think I'll create the icon by myself. Shut it off. Shut this down. So then we create a rectangle as a polygon for the play button. Give it the color. Then I'll rotate it. So that's how easy it is to create that particular. So I'll reduce the size of this ellipse, this circle. Let's say 60. So as you are seeing, you can see I'm using this particular alignment tools to work on it. I'm recording it, so after I release the video, we are running out of time, so we'll just be faster. I'll be faster, so you can watch the video later. So watch the video. You have less than 10 minutes to get through. So we'll now add this gibberish here. Let's give it 24. Give it 36. Give it heavy. Now, remember, you can also edit this particular subtract that you had here. So you can move this particular stuff that you have here. move it. So it's not indelible that you can't change anything. So it's just like maxing. Can max. So I have 5569. Then I have 45. Then the written stuff below it. This 18. And you can name it, you can change it anytime you want. We are running half of time, so that we can conclude. Always be using, click two of them, use this to align. Both and align. So it's aligning with the longest one. Okay, so and for you to for you to align to this particular bigger one, they must be in groups. So let's group them. You group this. Also, it will be easier for the group this. Then you group this. Then you group all. Then you align to this particular one. So if you don't group them, you can't align it. Then you group this. So all this is in one particular group. So when the developer is working, now let's make this particular white space. So let me use an R and make this white space here. Call it FFF. Now you move this to the back. Now if you want to move it to the back, you don't use this. Just use, I won't say don't use it, but if you use it now, let's say move to the send backward once here. So it will take more time. If you now say move to the back, it will send it to the last. So yes, but what we actually want is move to the back so that you can just move it up here and it will come to the front. So now, but it shouldn't come to the front and block this. So it should be in the background. So let's move it inside this Hero BG and make it behind this. So what we use now is this particular side to make it. So it's inside this particular BG. And if someone wants to export this particular background for work, let's see how it will look like. So if you click on export, click on preview. See, this is a background. So this is the background that you are previewing. So that's basically it. That's this this site, this particular page, and this is the recreation. So when you watch the video, you'll see the plugins, and you can install them from the thing. It's called Image Palette plugins. So the recording will be available as I close this particular. Now we'll upload it on YouTube so that it will not take everybody the same. It will not be eating data from the same place. So it's called Image Palette, not Color Palette. So that will be all for this. Maybe next time we'll also do for an app. We'll try to limit our time. So thank you very much, guys. That will be the end.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thanks for the class.